I know I'm late to the party, but I just learned about the vegan teacher and I'm very intrigued. I took a look at a few of her videos and as everyone says, she's a very provocative and toxic person. So let us get into the video where she talks about SS Sniper Wolf and we'll decipher where her toxicity came from.
I think of my job as simply stirring things up, getting the word vegan to be mentioned, getting other activists to be noticed, and to get people to really think for themselves. I am here to give you guys the first click.
She's a vegan that is looking to spread the word, so to speak, and the way that she promotes her views is very aggressive. Her bread and butter tactic to get attention is to touch on very sensitive topics like racism or attacking famous internet personalities. I looked at her YouTube channel page and almost all of it is her attacking other famous YouTubers. And I also looked at her most popular video and by the end of it I was like, what the hell? And I'm not gonna lie, this is the fastest way to get attention on the internet because it is very easy to point a finger at somebody who is more famous than you and criticize them. By doing this, anyone can get a lot of attention and views rapidly because not only the algorithm is going to bring the audience of the famous person to you, it also causes that audience to have very emotional responses, which then causes a lot of engagement. So I'm guessing that she's not doing this because she's toxic or crazy, as most people say she is, but she's doing this intentionally to get more traffic, to get more views. And I can get behind it because as a fellow YouTuber, I kind of wish I could do the same. Because you could really blow up fast if you just go ham and outright attack every single YouTuber that is more famous than you. Actually, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm talking about people that are more famous than me, but I'm not really attacking them. I'm just commenting on them most of the time. And even if I do attack somebody, I'll attack people that are already being attacked by other commentary channels. I'm playing it very safe. For example, look at my Pokimane video and my Nikocado Avocado video. These people are already controversial and they already have a lot of haters. So by criticizing them very mildly, I'm being very safe. Actually, other commentary channels also do the same thing. They criticize controversial people and they don't cross the line. They try to keep it as if they are criticizing them reasonably and not directly attacking them. That's why reaction and commentary is a very easy, low effort and surefire way to get views on YouTube. But outright attacking other people personally and trying to stir up drama is on another level because the scale of it is so much bigger and so much more intense. You're gonna get a lot more attention doing this. But on the flip side, you're gonna get a lot more haters and a lot more negative attention. And there's a saying that goes, all publicity is good publicity. I don't know if that's a universal truth, but I'm sure it's working for the vegan teacher because she's blowing up very fast. It's like I've never even heard of her and all of a sudden she's became a very famous internet personality. Yes, most of the attention she gets is negative attention and she has a lot of haters. Most of her videos have more dislikes than likes. But attention is attention. She's still getting her objective done. And if she can take all this negative attention and then put it to use, then who's to say that she's not successful? But as for me personally, I just can't take something like this. I've tried this before actually. For example, my Pokimane video which got me the most views is kind of 50-50 on the likes and dislikes. And I can't even take that very casually. I've also written something very politically controversial a few years ago, trying to get some quick attention when I was writing my blog, which is now shut down by the way. I was getting a lot of attention, but I was also getting a lot of hate and it still haunts me to this day. So good for her that she can take all this negative attention and turn it into something good for herself.
I'm not going to stop though. I'm hoping that some of your followers will be able to see this message and think, you know what? That vegan teacher's right.
And who's to say that the vegan teacher, by getting all these negative attention, isn't actually turning somebody vegan? Because even though she is very provocative and very aggressive, I can see some of the points she makes. And I'm sure that somebody who is already on the verge of turning vegan, or a vegan sympathizer, is going to actually listen to what she has to say and may actually turn vegan someday.
She is actually like deeply unkind, like really neurotic. Somebody who is actually like evil.
This is the part where she starts getting toxic, quote unquote. I don't know about judging somebody's character only by her diet. It is only a small piece of someone's personality, and it doesn't say a lot about anyone as a person. But this seems like a very vegan thing to say, and I've heard this argument from vegans many times. I mean, I get her point. I don't want to get into the whole vegan debate here, but I think most of what veganism stands for makes sense. Even if you're a meat eater, if you have a good heart, which I believe most people do, you want want less animals to suffer and die. I believe no one likes to see a cat or a dog being tortured and killed. And I think this applies to even cows and pigs and chickens. Most people are empathetic.
My goal here is to disrupt society and get you to decide for yourself whether you are going to be vegan or not. But you need to have the information first. So I'm hoping that at least her followers here on social media are going to have the guts or the inspiration or the bravery to at least look at the videos that I'm talking about.
Now, I don't watch the videos she talks about, but I believe most of them are created in a way that scares people and shock them into believing that animals are tortured to death for human pleasure, which I guess is a fact. By now, you would think that I'm a vegan, but no, I'm not a vegan. I like eating meat, but I don't oppose veganism. We're not trying to debate whether veganism is right or not here. We're just talking about the way that the vegan teacher is promoting her cause. And I can see that the vegan teacher actually genuinely believes in what she preaches, which is a good thing, but it is her way of promoting her beliefs that is up for debate here.
Would I care if somebody like her never woke up? Honestly, no. I wouldn't.
When I say her tactics of promoting herself is aggressive and provocative, this is what I mean. Somebody in the comment section says that she's publicly wishing somebody's death, but I don't think it's the case. She's saying that she wouldn't care if SS Sniper Wolf would wake up tomorrow, which is something different. Because I'm not American, I can say that I wouldn't care if anything happens to Trump or Biden, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have any negative feelings towards them. I simply don't care. Now, I'm not defending her here, because what she says comes from a place of hatred, and I can see why people would get mad about it.
I think the world would be better without somebody like Leah. SS Sniper Wolf, if you're watching this right now, the way that you are acting, making fun of animal rights activists, if you don't wake up tomorrow, it won't bother me at all. And in fact, honestly, I would be kind of happy for the animals.
And this I wouldn't care if you never wake up thing seems like another common vegan comeback, because I've heard another vegan YouTuber who goes by the name of Vegan Gains say this a few times in his videos too. Vegan Gains and the vegan teacher has a lot in common. They both like to personally attack people who disagree with them. And they are both getting a lot of attention, and they are being very successful right now. And from what I've heard from Vegan Gains himself, he's banking it through these provocative videos. So maybe this is the way for vegan activists to make it online right now.
It really struck me how cruel she is. To talk about the animals in such a way as if they are just objects meant to be used, and that she actually truly thinks that, just shows how narcissistic and how self-absorbed this person is.
If the vegan teacher presupposes that SS Sniper Wolf is a bad person just because of her diet, I don't think it is a reasonable judgment. But I haven't watched any of SS Sniper Wolf's videos about veganism, so I don't know what she did that makes the vegan teacher so angry. But here, I'm just gonna say that I don't think a person's diet necessarily determines whether he or she is a good person.
I have a theory that it takes 100 clicks to become vegan, like light bulb moments, like steps to get there. And that a click can be this video for you, and if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not a click. You need about 100 exposures that really hit your head and your heart that make you think, okay, yeah, I'm ready to be vegan.
Human beings grow up being so accustomed to killing and eating animals. You can't expect somebody who has not learned about veganism, or as she says, somebody who hasn't had that click to suddenly go vegan. If you get into an argument with them, most people are just going to defend what they're doing right now. And they're not going to drastically change the way they live just because you tell them to, especially if you come at them so aggressively. Just because SS Sniper Wolf decides to defend her position, regardless of how she does it, doesn't mean she's an evil person. I mean, she could very well be a bad person or an evil person, but we cannot judge her just because of that. As I say, most of the things veganism promotes make sense, but the problem is how they package the message, and most vegan activists are not making it easy for people to turn vegan because they're so aggressive and provocative. I would rather see them try to convince people through logical means and just mind their own business and wait for people to have their click naturally, instead of forcing people to turn vegan by attacking famous people left and right. right. But on the other hand, maybe being toxic is in fact a good way to get attention. You see, the vegan teacher is now quite a big internet celebrity. And if a slow and steady way of promoting veganism works, then maybe it would have already worked. So maybe they are resorting to this kind of provocative tactics because of the fact that being slow and steady just doesn't work. But regardless of the negative attention, as I've already said, I can really see that somebody is gonna resonate with the vegan teacher. I know I talk like a vegan here, but I'm not. I'm just giving my thoughts and trying to look at things objectively. So anyway, this is my first impression on the vegan teacher. Guys, I'm not a vegan, so don't hate me if you eat meat. And if you're vegan, don't hate me because I sympathize with you. I'm playing it so safe. I'm nowhere near the vegan teacher. I still got a lot to learn. Anyways, that's about it, and I'll see you in the next one.